Good morning, class, and welcome back to Hot School. Today's lesson is going to be on Dehaka. Dehaka is a unique warrior who has the ability to have a global presence and really deliver a lot of XP potential for his team. Also, he's very good at securing kills with his tongue ability, which kind of works similarly to almost like a short range hook that he can use to keep enemies kind of near him and pull them from their team. But with that being said, let's get right into this and see what we get going.
Change is upon us.
Alrighty, on the friendly team, we have Dehaka, Zul'jin, Stitches, Zeratul, and Junkrat versus Leoric, Li-Ming, the Butcher, Nazeebo, and Varian. This is on Brax's holdout, which is kind of a good thing and a bad thing for Dehaka. It's good for if it's killing Zerg because of some of his abilities, but it's kind of a bad because it's a two-lane map, whereas Dehaka really excels in three-lane maps. Being able to grab XP out of a lane and still apply some pressure to other lanes as well. So at level 1, we're going to take tissue regeneration. And so basically what this is going to do is that it's going to increase our health regen for every essence that we get. And as we continue on, it'll get better and better. So for every 10 that we collect, we're going to gain some health regen and some health regen and maximum essence. And essence is what we're going to use to heal. That is our trait ability. So as we kill minions or heroes, we gain essence, and then that can be converted into health, which provides Dehaka with the ability to gain back some regen. We're gonna go ahead and stasis through that using our E ability, which is actually called Burrow. We go down into the ground and gain back, or kind of put ourselves in a small stasis. We're gonna pull this Leo into these towers, make him question actually doing that to us. We're gonna go ahead and regen here early. Our Q ability is our tongue ability. As you saw there, we're going to go ahead and stasis that creepy hand again so Leo doesn't get that regen off of us. We're going to go ahead and pop our essence, keep our health topped off here. Oof. Almost made him pay. We're going to come in here. And pop that out. So our W ability is called Dark Swarm. Kind of causes this circular, I don't know what to say, is locust, or what do they call it? I don't know, it just makes a little circular thing kind of come around us. Does damage to minions and everything around us. We'll actually be building a couple of talents into that. Leo kind of wins in a 1v1 with us. Come on, finish him, Zeratul. So we're gonna go ahead and get this here. Our Q ability is our tongue ability. It's called drag. So basically we lash our tongue around the enemy, gaining the ability to kind of pull the enemy with us. The unique thing about the drag ability is, and the thing that you got to watch out for is it's not an immediate thing. There's kind of like a small delay. Our mount ability, which we don't mount, we'd have this ability called Brush Stalker, which you just saw. I hearthed to gain back health, but then we use our mount ability to actually teleport to any fogged area like that. Any of the bushes is what they would call it. In this case, it's not really a bush, but we're gonna take some damage here. Come back out. Go ahead and grab that. At level 4, we're going to take the one who collects, and this is going to increase the amount of essence that we gain from minion kills. Dehaka is one of the warriors that really excels at offlaning. Prior to Yrel, he was really kind of the number one. He's still exceptionally good at being an offlaner. However, with Urel being around, you tend to see her a little bit picked a little bit more often for her ability to heal herself. And we're just waiting for that creepy hand. All right, he's not gonna pop it, so we're not gonna use our stasis. So basically, what we're trying to do is stop Leo from being able to regen off of us and keep us, you know, slowed and dealing damage to us, of course. With two of them up here, you know, we should be gaining that bottom shrine, which we are gaining. So we're doing decent there. Looks like they lost it. I'll go ahead and grab that. I'm back here real quick. This regen. For some reason, we're gonna... Oh, they died, so okay. We're coming here. Come on, kill him. There we go. And we'll pop our essence, gaining back our health here. And we'll stay on this Nazebo. Ah! Okay. Almost could have had a kill there had we not missed our tongue. We're gonna go ahead and grab up this essence, grab his regen globes. At level 7, we're going to take Constriction, which is going to increase the duration of our drag ability for another 0.5 seconds. Go ahead and pop that. We're going to grab this Leo so our Zeratul can do some damage to him. Go ahead, stay on him. Get that kill. Pop back over here. Pop our Essence so we can have full health. Go ahead and take back this shrine here. Or beacon, I guess I call it on this one. One other thing to note, whenever Dehaka steps into a bush, hey. We're gonna die. We're dead here. Whenever Dehaka steps into a bush, he gains 20% movement speed upon exiting the bush. So when you are either chasing enemies or in the event that you are running from enemies, popping into a bush and popping back out so that you can gain that movement speed buff is definitely an advised tactic. We are winning the bottom lane push. They've gotten 2 towers down there, so we're going to walk back. Now Dehaka, since he doesn't have a mount, if you're not using your Brush Stalker ability to kind of move around the map, or definitely slower, we're going to walk because we don't know what's in kind of this area around here. Oh, and see, and the Zebo doesn't know that we're here. Oh, what? So my Q input just got eaten. Otherwise, we would have tongued that Nazebo. All right, level 10, we're gonna take Isolation. What this does is, after a short period of time, it does a little skill shot here, which silences and blinds our opponent, also slowing them. So they lose the ability to see, they move slow, and they can't use any skills. Now we're just gonna step back here, let our towers do the work, come up, get this. And all this is building into that level 1 talent that we took, so getting the extra essence from minions is definitely good. It's helpful, for sure. We're just gonna come right back here. Did Nazebo? I think Nazebo went Toads. He had to have gone Toads. Yeah. Really, all I'm doing that for is just to make him back off for a second. All right, we're gonna grab this beacon. Kind of twirl around here in case Nazebo throws some spiders, which he's gonna do. Oh, okay, he threw him up here. They're going for level 10, which is smart for him. And we're just gonna go ahead and stasis through the zombie walls. Zombie walls don't really do too much to us, so you can hit us with spiders, but we're gonna go ahead and grab these regen globes, which pretty much nullifies that. Miss our tongue ability, and we're gonna pop our essence early because we got this variant hitting us, and we're gonna need that regen. With that Colossus Smash on us, you always want to make sure that you're kind of not in a situation where you're gonna get damaged all too much like that. And so, and this is really kind of one of the main things that Dehaka does excel in. We're able to hold down this lane kind of by ourselves, even in a lot of cases where there's more than one. There's more than one target going after us. Ah, we missed. All right, Stitches has Varian. I don't know if that's really going to help us. I don't have any cooldowns to back that up with, and our Zeratul too low to engage. Oh, okay, avoid that orb. Come up here. That was a nice grab on that Ming. Unfortunately, I didn't really have too much to follow it up with. Big Dick Stitches over here with the hooks. Yeah, I mean, it was a great hook. All right, so we got our level 1 quest is done. So we gain back a lot of, we get a lot of that health regen. Pop our Dark Swarm just to help keep that variant off of us. Come back here, let our towers do the work. At level 13, we're going to take Primal Swarm. Dark Swarm lowers enemies' armor, so when we are engaging with our team, and they get in this little circular thing here, we're going to pull Variant into this. And we're going to silence him. But anything that's in our Dark Swarm ability is going to take 10% more damage, or I guess, yeah, have their armor reduced by 10%, which essentially does the same thing. But I'm going to pop my Essence here, just because we're going to gain back Essence from these minions. All right, and now I want to teleport down here and cause some havoc. We're going to teleport behind this Ming. Ah! We're going to miss the easiest tongue of our career. We're going to go ahead and kill all these minions. And why that's going to matter is because now that Ming has to reposition. Now we're going to hopefully get a kill on this Butcher. Got a kill on that Leo. Perfect. And those minions by themselves boxed out that Ming. One thing that's really underestimated in usefulness is the getting rid of the enemy minions so that your minions will hit whatever hero is there. We're gonna come in here. We're getting slowed by the Leo. I'll just take out the fort. Let Zeratul know that I'll be up there in roughly about 12 seconds with our Brush Stalker ability. Once again, just alt-clicking the mount. Stitches is gonna die. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. Just take out these minions. Yeah, there's nothing we can do there. You just gotta... Nope, that's a waste. Pull him, maybe get him into a tower. Hey! Teamwork, baby! Come on. You know you want to, Butcher. Come on, baby. Silence that Butcher right when he comes out. Now we're going to pull this Butcher to the team. Boom! And we're going to come up here and get in this Nazebo's face. No! God, damn you, Junkrat. Still get that Leo kill. Come up here, grab this guy. We're going to take Elongated Tongue, which is going to give us 20% more range on our tongue. We're going to come up here, help our Stitches out. And with the tongue plus the gorge is going to get this very crazily out of position. Get a kill on that Varian. We'll stay up here so we can defeat out this Zerg wave. It is what we are good at. Our Dark Swarm does considerable damage to all this. Plus, with the 10% armor reduction, our Stitch is going to do a little bit more damage too. Now we could be using our tongue ability on these guardians, if we wanted to, just to stop them from shooting for a second. And now we're gonna go ahead and what's our team got going on over here? Yeah, they need to be running. A little early on that Taz Dingo. Really wanted to probably hold off on that until after the Butcher hit him, which he could have survived that. We're gonna go ahead and pop through this bush so we gain a little bit of speed.
I'd likely be Zerg food without you.
And then he should have just focused on popping his Taz Dingo and then just getting out of there. Just running.
Did someone just leave? Well, more kills for the rest of us.
So we should be doing something right now. So let's take out these guys. That's one of the big things that you always got to make sure, especially with the character like Dehaka, who has the ability to have that global presence. You really got to make sure that you are doing something proactive and having an impact on the game at all times with your team. So in this case, you know, taking these camps. We're gonna come down here, and one thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and okay, it's not necessary, but you can pull, like, say you have like siege giants or whatever. You can pull them into your team or into your towers so that you do damage that way. I come down here, get on this Leo. Go ahead and silence him so he's not getting away. Help our Zul'jin out here. And grab that. And we're going to come up here. We're just going to tap this bush here. Gain that 10% or the 20% movement speed. Just come up here, get these kills on these minions.
Power spike from the beacons. They'll be active soon.
Ooh, I really wanted to grab that Leo. Leo's been a little ballsy, and if we can punish him for doing so, it's always good times.
The beacons are active once again.
We'll go ahead and take this guy.
I will collect. Kill.
I'm waiting for that Butcher to engage. Okay, we can't do anything on that Zeebs. Ooh, we got tagged by that Ming.
Strike swiftly.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Go ahead and lower his armor. Gotta watch out for that Ming.
Smash him all.
Get him back here. You dead, buddy. Go ahead and pop that essence that we got so we get our little bit of our heal there. Kill these minions so we can get more essence. Now we're back up to 37 essence even after that. And Ming is running out of mana. Stop running into blind orbs. She just blindly shooting into this bush. Just don't be there. Go ahead and silence that Nazebo. Ah. Go ahead and duck under his ult. Pop our essence. So we are good. Oh, he should be dead. Ah. Well, we're dead. And we deserve that death. But we got a kill with the tongue, so there's that.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice. Nice kill. Could get another? Nice. Good job, team. Level 20, we are going to take Contagion. Contagion? Contagion? I don't know. We'll wiki that later. So Isolation hits all heroes near the first target, so it does splash. And what that does is that causes, if their team is grouped up, we can get silent slows and lack of vision on their entire team, assuming they're all kind of all zoomed in together. And primarily in my head, I'm thinking more about like when Varian and Butcher are together, and Leo is usually kind of up there with them. So that is a that's kind of where that's where the mindset is coming through here. We're gonna come in as Dehaka and behind this. And we're gonna miss that entirely, but he's gonna get himself stuck. We're just gonna stay on this Nazebo. Oh, that's fine. You do you, dude. Alright. So we got that kill. Gotta watch out. Alright. Either way, that Leo kind of backed off a little bit. We gotta watch out because of that Butcher, obviously, with his hard engage. No. You're high, dude. Oh god, this is such a bad idea. If they catch us doing this, Junkrat doing that his bomb there is definitely good. Ooh, that was risky. I'm gonna go ahead and pop our. Suck it, Ming. That's what you get, B. All right. Whew, that was all kinds of risky business. Got him heart going there a little bit there.
Step closer to victory.
Okay, so we're gonna kind of coming up here. Get that Butcher. Can we get a kill on him? Kill. Yes. All right, we'll go ahead and pop our essence, give ourselves full health. We're just gonna help shove this boss in. Go ahead and grab this Leo, and we're gonna back out because we do not want to die by this. March of Lich King is not gonna help you here. I tried to time it out. Ah, damn it! Why you no work? And probably because I didn't press it in time, honestly, on that one. That one wasn't eaten. I was just didn't press it well enough. So yeah, so we've been doing a good job as far as soaking XP in our lanes, doing kind of our things. And dishonor upon your clan. We've helped secure quite a few kills with our tongue ability. Our Junkrat is going off. Woo! So far, yeah, so far it's been really going well. We'll kind of come in and help out the team here in a second. They're on this right here, so we can pop in right here, right behind them. Now, the one thing you gotta watch out in Dehaka, when you do those hard engages like that, where you decide, hey, you know what, I'm going in, you gotta watch out what's around you. So our goal is to try to grab that Butcher, which we got him. We'll go ahead and pop that so we don't die. Pop our essence. Our Zul'jin should have Taz dingoed there. Go ahead and grab this Leo. We hit him with our ult, but it wasn't. And we'll just go ahead and hop down there. We're gonna go ahead and hearth. There's too many big booms. We've got a lot of camps here pushing towards the core, so if they don't come back and contest with that, obviously they brought back the Zeeb, so they'll be okay there. But that's going to bring them off of the beacons, which we are then going to have Zerg pushing on the bot lane, which we should easily secure that keep. Let the team know that I'll be there and as soon as I can. Come down here and kind of investigate a little bit. The one downside with Dehaka is that, like, in instances like this, we have no essence.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And pop down,
start your
avoid
engines.
that disintegrate. When you have no essence, it's hard to make those decisions of going into fight because you really don't have that much of an escape. Now, one thing you can do that isn't done too often, but can be really useful when done correctly, is if you are attacked by, let's say, like a bunch of people that don't have CC necessarily, anything to stun you, you can do your Bush Stalker out of that. Go ahead and grab that Varian, get him killed. And on this Leo, we're gonna go ahead and silence him, slow him down. Go ahead and pop that down so the Butcher can't charge us. We're gonna pop our Essence. We're gonna die. Maybe saved by the stitches. Go ahead and grab that Zeeb so he dies, at least. Pop our Essence. Oh man. Oh, Essence keeping us alive. Barely. Yeah, we're not capturing shit, Zul'jin. We got some catapults doing some damage to the core. So that's good there. So, you know, we got the core down to 54% now. Now we're gonna come back. Oh, man, he's stealing my glory. Oh, yeah, that was real bad. That's gonna silence that Ming also. Let's get on this Ming.
We have fewer Zerg to deal with than our enemy. That's some small comfort at least.
Go ahead and get the kill on that Ming. They're gonna kill this Leo. We might win here. Alright, go ahead and touch that bush so that we get a little bit of movement speed. Same with these bushes here. We're gonna come down here, kind of stay by so we can get our essence recharged up. Actually, I chose to eat those toads there. He was already stacked, so it doesn't really hurt us that much, and saves those little minions. I want our towers to take as much, have to shoot them as much as possible, but yeah, this is gonna be GG. So the big thing you gotta watch out for with Dehaka is knowing when to engage based on your essence supply. Because if you're really low on essence and you get into a scrap and you don't have, you know, essence coming in from either kills or minions or something dying next to you, you just won't have the sustain to really stay there. So that's really kind of the main thing to watch out for on Dehaka. But he's such a strong hero because people could be 1v1ing in, you know, like somewhere 2 lanes away, and then you teleport in, and all of a sudden that 1v1 now turned into a 2v1, and in most cases, you know, if you can land that tongue, you've got that extra damage that's going out. So kind of wrapping up our talents, level 1, we took Tissue Regeneration, which made it so our regen globes granted 10 essence, and then every 50 essence that we collected permanently increased our health regen by 4, and our maximum essence. So we ended up having a total of 60 essence at the end, and then we had more health regen, which helps us stay kind of in lanes longer. At level 4, we took One Who Collects, increases essence collected from minions by 50%. Now, That one I'll go over here, the deviation of the build here in a second. I'll kind of talk about that in a moment here. But at level 7, we took constriction, which increased the drag duration by half second. The reason for that was just to keep the team, anybody that we did land that tongue on, keep them isolated, keep them unable to do anything during that duration of time, so that hopefully we could secure that kill while that was happening. Isolation, we did that so that we could silence slow. It does a little bit of damage. You saw several instances where that was useful. Primal Swarm, so that our Dark Swarm ability caused them to lose armor, so that they would take additional damage, and that was really helpful for like our Junkrat, who was pelting them with grenades, and our Zeratul, who was hopping on them as well. At level 16, we took Elongated Tongue, which just increases the range of our tongue ability, and that helped us do things like right before we died from that fort, when we got that tongue kill on Leoric. So it just another way to help pull those guys into your team. And then level 20, we took Contagion, which made it so that all the splash of our isolation splash to all heroes around it. Going over kind of a couple of the talent deviations that I tend to like. Another smart move would have been doing Enduring Swarm, and then using it more of as a defensive ability, because you gain 50 spell armor. So like those Ming's orbs would have been kind of not nullified, but obviously 50% less damage, which would have severely lowered that Ming's ability. It's also a really good one against, if you're going like against a Kel'Thas, because you're going to have Living Bomb on you probably more often than not, and having that damage reduction is huge. So if you're going against a really mage heavy team, I would highly recommend Enduring Swarm. So, and the other option at level 1 is Enhanced Agility. I tend to choose between Tissue Regen and Enhanced Agility more often than not, because the Enhanced Agility is really nice because you gain even more bonus speed going through a bush, plus it lasts for longer. So instead of 2 seconds, it lasts for 5 seconds, and so that could be a huge increase for both chasing down running foes or running away from people. At level 4, a pretty common one also you see a lot of is Lurker Strain, and so that when you once you get up from a burrow, it knocks enemies away from you and slows them. It's very good defensive ability, like it would have been useful on pretty much that Butcher and the Varian. The other option that I tend to choose a lot is Hero Stalker, which increases the amount of essence that you gain from takedowns. So instead of getting 10 essence per takedown, you gain 20 essence. And then every time a hero is hit by Dark Swarm, you gain 1 essence. So if you're in the middle of like a whole team just having Dark Swarm hitting their whole team, you can gain a lot of essence that way, and that kind of helps give you a little bit more sustain while in a fight. So that is definitely a good option in this map. The reason I chose or the map choice was actually one of the main reasons that I chose the one for minions, because the minions are so close to the beacons that you gain that essence from those minions, and there's almost always a wave dying right there. Or as you saw, we just backed out of the fight for just a second, killed a minion wave, and then we had like almost 30 essence counting the regen globe to heal back up. At level 7, really the only one I ever really take is Constriction, just getting that extra half second on the drag, although the others do have their usefulness. Level 13, sometimes you see Ferocious Stalker, and that's just dealing more damage when you pop out of a bush. So there's that. The Primal Rage can be decent as well. The only thing that I don't like about talents like Primal Rage are, it's so inconsistent. So yeah, you gain more attack damage per essence stored, so you could have 60% extra attack damage, but as soon as you use your essence, all of a sudden you're doing 60% less damage, and it makes it a little bit harder to gauge kind of what you're kind of doing there. It's very similar to like a Diablo with his souls. If you die and then all of a sudden you're like a weaker version of yourself. At level 16, sometimes drag slow is really good, paralyzing enzymes. And then one that you see probably more often than not is tunneling claws. And what this does is this allows you to move while you're burrowed. And that one you see a lot of times when you're going against Dehakas. And that level 20, sometimes I'll take Apex Predator, which reduces the amount of Brush Stalker cooldown. And that was one thing that I know I touched on, but I just want to elaborate on real quick. If you're getting jumped as Dehaka, if you can get to like a brush or something like that where they can't see you for just a quick second, then you could use your mount ability, your Brush Stalker ability, and just get to a random bush, which you can click on actually through the mini map. I didn't do it during that map, but that is something that you can do as well, potentially keeping yourself alive. So with that, guys, that is Dehaka. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to like/subscribe on the for the channel if you want to see more HotS content. We're going to be going through every single hero, and then we'll see kind of what else we get going there. But with that, you guys have yourselves a great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys all next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more gaming content. It really helps me out. It doesn't cost me anything. Thank you again. Have a great day.